At 5:43 p.m. on November 8, 2023, in Bucharest, Romania, ambulance sirens shattered the silence of the Floreasca neighborhood as paramedics entered an 8th-floor apartment and found Andrea Popescu, 28, kneeling in the hallway, trembling and repeating, "She's not responding." Inside the living room, Mia Constantinescu, 23, lay motionless on a beige leather sofa, her shoulder-length brown hair resting neatly against the cushion, a small infinity tattoo visible on her left wrist, and a single gunshot wound to her chest that had stopped bleeding at least 2 hours earlier. The apartment was disturbingly calm. There were no signs of struggle, no overturned furniture, and no forced entry. Everything suggested that Mia had been sitting naturally when she was shot, and that whoever pulled the trigger had been someone she trusted. Mia worked as a digital marketing analyst at a Bucharest tech startup. Intelligent, fluent in 4 languages, and fiercely independent, she had built a quiet life far from her hometown of Constanța, where cultural and family tensions had followed her since childhood. Colleagues described her as professional and reserved, someone who carefully guarded her private life. The apartment reflected Mia's disciplined routine. Books were arranged by color, plants were carefully maintained on the balcony, and a small workout area occupied the guest room. On the refrigerator, magnets held photographs of Mia and Andrea during trips to Prague and Vienna, always close but noticeably discreet. Chief Inspector Radu Mihi, a homicide investigator with 15 years of experience, arrived at 6:20 p.m. He immediately noted that the front door showed no signs of forced entry. Both locks were intact. Andrea explained that she had entered using her own key after Mia failed to respond to messages throughout the day. Near the coffee table, forensic technicians recovered a Walther P22 .22 caliber pistol, legally registered to Andrea Popescu. A single spent shell casing was found beneath a recliner. No ricochets or secondary impacts were visible. Preliminary analysis suggested a close-range execution with no evidence of resistance. Andrea, a nurse at Bucharest University Emergency Hospital, revealed that she and Mia had met through a dating app in January 2023 and had quietly formalized their civil union just 3 weeks before the incident. The relationship had remained completely secret from family, friends, and employers. During questioning, Andrea disclosed growing tensions between Mia and her cousin Erdem Yilmaz, a Turkish construction worker who held strict traditional beliefs. According to Andrea, Erdem had discovered their relationship during a recent visit to Bucharest and reacted with hostility and threats. Mia's phone revealed 47 missed calls and escalating text messages from Erdem. The final message, sent hours before her death, read, "You can't ignore me forever. Some secrets are expensive." Immigration records showed that Erdem entered Romania on November 7th and left less than 12 hours after the murder, making him the prime suspect. However, critical investigative errors soon emerged. Threatening messages were not immediately translated, ballistic inconsistencies were overlooked, and digital evidence later showed Mia was alive until 11:03 a.m., with the fatal shot occurring around 11:20 a.m. Hotel surveillance later proved that Erdem entered the building at 2:23 p.m., more than 3 hours after Mia had already been killed. Further forensic analysis revealed that Mia's phone had been accessed after her death, deleting several messages. One recovered text warned Andrea not to come home because someone had obtained a copy of the apartment key. Shortly afterward, an anonymous phone call told police they were looking for the wrong person and urged them to focus on the woman who had the most to lose. The following day, Andrea Popescu disappeared, withdrawing large sums of cash before being located and arrested near the Bulgarian border. A search of her belongings uncovered a laptop containing a detailed murder plan that outlined scene manipulation, ballistic calculations based on medical knowledge, and a strategy to use Erdem as a scapegoat. Digital records confirmed that Andrea had practiced shooting for weeks and carefully planned the discovery timeline. Confronted with overwhelming evidence, she confessed, admitting she killed Mia after learning she planned to end the relationship and move to Berlin. In March 2024, Andrea Popescu was convicted of premeditated murder and sentenced to 25 years in prison without parole. The case reshaped Romanian criminal law by defining and criminalizing murder through systematic manipulation and the use of innocent third parties as scapegoats, ensuring that Mia Constantinescu's death would expose not only a killer, but a dangerous new methodology of domestic crime.